Hey, wow. I'm not used to being here on Thursdays.
No, we actually usually aren't.
But it's an artsy Thursday today, and we're going to have loads of that coming your way. But then, one thing we know Wake Up Nigeria is great at is having beautiful people on screen all the time. The beauty queens we've had on this show, if you go to YouTube and check out TVC Entertainment, you'll see interviews of amazing beauty queens, beautiful African women, and of course men, beauty kings too. Yeah, exactly. We had loads.
Yeah.
But Chidinma is still in the news.
Yeah, she is.
Talk to us about what's going on now, the updates.
Okay, so basically, yeah, I'm sure we probably have seen the story on social media. Chidinma Adetshina, literally, she is half Nigerian, half South African. Her mom literally has some Mozambique roots as well. And she was competing at the South Africa, Miss Universe South Africa, that's Miss South Africa competition. And she was literally put under a lot of pressure. However, the pressure was not by the organization. The organization even came out several times talking about how, based on their own criteria, she makes it, and she literally has the right to represent South Africa and bear that sash, saying South Africa across her chest, and represent South Africa on the international stage if it actually came to that. That's if she won the competition. However, we know the power and the strength of social media fandom when it comes to pageantry and things like that. And a lot of South Africans came and literally said that they did not think that she represented the true essence of being a South African, right? And then after that, of course, the competition, and she was a finalist. After, she kept on going strong and all of that, but then again, different things came up. For instance, now, a lot of people went to her roots to literally dig, and this whole situation came out where the Homeland office literally had to bring up a document after digging to her mom's roots and speaking about how, they felt like, rather, it came out that it was that her mom literally, how she became a South African was really questionable, right? Just putting it vaguely there and all of that. And because of pressures like that and also personal messages being sent to her, she literally was, she
pulled out.
So she pulled out, yeah. So, the South Africa competition literally came out to put a statement that they literally support her decision and all of that. But then again, they still wanted her to go on, but she insisted on pulling out. And also, since then, they've crowned a queen. And that also made the rounds on social, have been making the rounds on social media, because considering the fact that the queen also has French heritage. Her name literally.
Her name is Leroux or something like that.
Yeah. Mia Leroux and things like that. And you see the color of the skin. She, of course, deep French roots and all of that. So a lot of people were talking about how you could literally say no to your African sister who has, do you understand, saying she doesn't represent, and then you literally crown this other person, right? An interview actually came out yesterday where the current Miss South Africa spoke about how she thought what happened was totally not like untoward, considering the fact that, we're talking about inclusion, especially in the Miss Universe competition, and this is you literally trying to exclude someone based on the fact that you don't feel that they fully represent a nationality that they have a passport to, and all of that. Anyways, the update now is that she was sent an invitation to represent, to come and participate at the Miss Universe Nigeria competition. She has accepted the invitation, and she's here as the 25th contestant for the competition. So,
okay, so it is, as you said, as we said before, full circle now.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if I wanted to clarify if the Miss Universe South Africa pageant were the ones that asked her to step aside, or she was the one that decided to step aside.
She decided to step aside.
Okay, so based on this social media pressure, right? She decided to go against something she had planned for, probably spent a lot of money to prepare for. Her parents supported her with. She wanted to go on a world stage and represent their country. And she had to, pull away because of the pressure on social media. I feel it was extremely unfair for anyone, not even just because of the fact that she's Nigerian, but anyone being pressured to pull away from something that was probably her dream. Probably dreamed to, go for an international pageant.
Now, speaking about that dream, I think the question here, which I actually like to hear from Mary, is should she have waited a year? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, the fact that she's changing so soon, I mean, the whole mental stress she may have gone through over the past months. Should she have waited a year? Should she have accepted the invitation to come to Nigeria? Can she really represent Nigeria, since she had that option of choosing South Africa or Nigeria initially, but decided to choose South Africa as the platform she wanted to go for in the national pageant with? So that's the question right now. So Mary, what do you think about that?
I know you're throwing that question to me deliberately, and
Not
so the thing is, I have my reservations about everything that is happening. Major reservations, as a matter of fact, because on the one hand, just as I stated yesterday, several ladies have been prepping for this. Thankfully, both of you were once pageant contestants.
Yes.
And so, you know, putting in so much money, effort, time, and then you guys have been selected as the top 24. The pageant is about to happen. And then somebody is brought in on a, or should I call it an honorary note, with the likelihood of that person winning, because really, she has an edge over them. She's been able to gain a lot more experience from participating in the South African pageant. Besides that, we know of all the buzz around it, so there might be a bit of preference given to her on certain...
If there's public voting, for instance, right now,
if there's public voting, she's already the winner.
She's already
so from that angle, I had my reservations, because I was thinking of the emotional and psychological effects it will have on the other ladies involved. Now, talking about the other ladies and talking about pageantry, I want to believe that they will probably be given some kind of therapy to understand that, look, we're not bringing this girl in to affect your confidence or to say you guys are not good enough. It's just so as to encourage her, considering what she's just experienced.
Yes.
Because not all of them are going to see it that way.
Yes. So
they're just going to see it as, oh, you're trying to impose someone on us, because the edge is already for her.
So now this is what I would say, right, with regards to that. Now, a petition was actually signed by current contestants of the Miss Universe Nigeria competition to actually have her come and compete. So that's to tell you the spirit of a pageant girl, right? The idea is raising up other girls. To be very honest, I think it is I mean, it was senseless what happened in South Africa. But the way I see it is that there's an opportunity in every disappointment. Why I'm saying that is because now she's coming to Nigeria, right, to participate, right? In South Africa, they didn't even give her a chance.
She agreed. I know that yesterday.
She has accepted. She put out the video. They didn't even give her it. Nobody said it was guaranteed that she was even going to represent South Africa. They didn't even give her the chance to even compete fairly. And here too is the same thing. We're not handing over the Nigeria sash to her. We're literally just saying, come on a fair ground, come and compete with other Nigerians. And to be very honest, the Miss Universe Nigeria competition is not, I had the opportunity of hosting it last year. It is not a joke. The girls come fully prepared. So believe me, I would even say it's even her, I even feel should be a little bit considered, because to be in a pageant and compete, your mind literally has to be stable. Just imagine everything that's going on in her mind right now. Do you understand? And then being in that space of very confident, beautiful Nigerian girls.
So I'm just going to say this as a rejoinder to that. The reality is this: when you take your children abroad, they always have an edge over Nigerian children. It's unfortunate. And what happens to Chidinma is what happens to most Nigerians abroad, but they will never tell you the truth.
But now let me say this.
When you go to a foreign country, you tend to get edged out for different reasons. It happens in Europe, it happens in America, it happens... Unlike when you come home to your own country. Unfortunately, in your own country, there's always that, consideration. Oh, she came from England, she came from this. And so, you know, it's... we might look at it from the holistic or general angle. But at the end of the day, there's that average Nigerian child that will probably never get the chance to live abroad, that will still feel...
Very true. But I want to quickly say this before we leave. So I literally saw a video of 9 Olympic medalists that literally are Nigerians,
but are not representing Nigeria.
But represented other countries. They got gold. The medals we didn't get, they got gold, silver, bronze across
Yes.
across shot puts,
all
4x4,
And then-
and all of that. And that's because they tried here in Nigeria once,
And they didn't
but they
get
didn't
it.
get it. However, those countries did not miss an opportunity to stamp their country's name on them.
Yeah.
Once
And
they could
then
literally
when they
formally-
finally start messing up, it becomes a case of Nigerian-born
those-
Belgium player.
Even if it's
Please,
ladies
we need to
used
take a
collect
break
that
now.
scholarship.
You're watching
They will
Wake Up
use
Nigeria. Stay with us.